Grow from where you are. Hello, my name is Dara and welcome to today's episode. Some of my readers and listeners and followers know I come from a village. Well, some of you know, some of you don't. I lived in somewhere called Abayafun, in the city of Ibadan for a very long time of my life. One day I'll share this story with all of you, but today I really want to encourage you to start doing the things that you hope to do in bits and grow from there gradually. One of the major factors I would say that impacted my growth, apart from God being by my side, is that I was intentional about improving my situation. I grew up in Ibadan, as I said earlier on, close to a Neewer residence. Some of you might know where that is, some of you might actually know who that is, but I'll talk about that later on. And I attended a public school from my secondary school to my universities. Because of the way I carry myself, most people think I attended a private school because, of my poshness and all of that. And most times I actually did not have everything figured out. I just carried myself that way, in the way I approach life and all of that. But regardless of where I grew up in or the kind of school I attended, I decided to grow nonetheless. When I was in 100 level, second semester, I was robbed of my first laptop. That was around 2011. But that didn't stop me from teaching CSE 101, CSE 102, CSE 201, CSE 202 to my peers and others from the second semester of my university. That was actually the semester I got robbed of my laptop, was the semester I started teaching my peers how to code and get along with their courses in the university. And that was from the second semester of 100 level. And I did that till I graduated 4 years after that. I traveled the country for my university, went to lots of competition and made my clan proud. I'm not trying to blow my trumpet here, but during those 5 years of my being in university, that's some of the things I did. Most folks would ask me why I do what I do. Part of the answers are actually in there because I get to have a lot of fun doing that. Today, I have an impressive workspace setup. Some of you might have seen the back office, the setup and all of that, but that's sorry for another day. I did not start from there. It was not even close to my dream setup. What I have currently is not close to my dream setup yet, but I started anyways. Internet was a big challenge for me growing up, but I grew anyways. Having to go to cyber cafes to, download stuff on Wikipedia and, just learn. Slower than others sometimes, but I grew. I agree nonetheless. When I started my podcast in 2020, I started on a $30 microphone. That microphone is actually still here. This microphone right here. Well, of course, without the stand. And now I'm recording on my Samson G-Track Pro, which is a pro-grade microphone. Still not as expensive and fancy as I wanted it, but of course, it does the work. It captures good audio and I'm happy with it. And I can do pro-grade recording with my recording software and clean out noises and everything looks better now. And I didn't know about all these nice tools till I actually decided to learn and grow my channel and grow my podcast and do things. I didn't know about compression, about noise filtering, about noise gates, about EQ filters. I didn't know anything about it. All these nice tools till I decided to learn more about them as I grew and developed on my show. When I look at how my video production has turned out in the last 365 days to cumulative for the past 5 years, I give myself a pat on the back and I say, hey, I'm never stopping here because there's only so much room for improvement. And then I give my nudge to never stop there. There's a lot to be said, but my main point to you today is to grow step by step from where you are. It may not be fast, it may be slow, it may be extremely hard, but grow anyways. I believe you can, and I want you to. See you in another episode. Goodbye.